Hello everybody. In today's video I'm making chicken bacon Alfredo Strombolis. So let me show you. I'm just getting the pizza dough mixture made. I'm not going to show that on camera. I'll show you my recipe here. This, and then I do believe there's salt in it as well. Yeah. I'm going to get the pizza dough going and made, and I'm going to skip filming that process just because you guys have seen me make pizza dough quite a few times. So I do have a homemade pizza video if you want to see how I make it. It's the same recipe. But once this is done raising, we'll get ready to making the Strombolis. Okay, so I finished the pizza dough, so I'm just getting ready to raise it. So while this is raising, let's make some of the homemade Alfredo sauce. Okay, so I wrote out my recipe for one. This recipe makes quite a bit. It's meant for like a pasta, so I reduced the recipe down because we don't need a ton of sauce. So we're going to start with 2 tablespoons of butter. Put a little bit extra in. I think that wasn't quite two tablespoons. And then I'm just going to let this melt. I'm going to get some garlic. It says about a teaspoon to a tablespoon, depends on your preference. I like to put it in with the butter because then it really infuses the flavor. And then it says about half a tablespoon to a whole tablespoon of flour. So I'm going to do about a whole tablespoon. Just to help give the sauce a little bit of thickening. Okay, and then about half a cup to a whole cup of heavy cream. You can use any kind you like. Yes, I think this can make a perfect amount. I used 3/4 of a cup in this. Okay, while that's thickening a little bit, I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. I'm not going to add salt to this because the Parmesan cheese that I'm going to be adding into this is actually quite salty. Cheese itself is quite salty. Okay, so we're just going to let that thicken for a second, and then we will add in the Parmesan. Okay, as you can see, it's thickening up. So let's add some of the Parmesan. I have some pre-grated stuff here. That's roughly half a cup or so. I'm actually going to turn this down. I don't want it to burn. I'm going to give this a quick taste in a sec here. This is exactly how easy it is to make Alfredo sauce. It's super easy. I think people find it intimidating even though there's no reason. Okay, let's taste. Hopefully the garlic cooked down enough. It's not bad. I think I'm going to add a tiny bit more pepper though. I don't want to make too much though. Okay, so we're just going to set this aside and wait for the pizza dough to finish rising. And once that's done rising, we will put everything together. I'm just cooking up some bacon to put in the inside. This is Canadian thick cut back bacon. So our Alfredo sauce has thickened up a bit, but that's okay. Once the Strombolis heat up, they'll be fine. We're going to use some of my homemade canned chicken. Well, it's not homemade, but it's home canned. I have the bacon pieces in a spot here. The oven just finished preheating. Our pizza dough is more than doubled in size. I'm going to take this out. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this. I want to try and get at least 8 to 10 of these. We'll see. Two, 4, 6. This one's a little small. 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And this one's a little small, so let's stick it in between these two. There. And we'll do 10 of them. Okay. So all I'm going to do, it doesn't matter to me really how these are shaped. They can be shaped all different ways. That's perfectly okay. So all I'm going to do is turn them into sort of like a pizza pocket. So I'm going to stick, let me try moving this over, some Alfredo sauce. I actually like that it's a little cooler so that it doesn't leak out everywhere. It'll thin itself out again once we heat these up in the oven. So then I'm just going to take some of the home canned chicken, because it's already cooked. And just put some in. I think I'm going to put some bacon on top. And then, just give me one sec here. I think I'm going to add some mozzarella cheese in here. Even though we have cheese in the Parmesan in the sauce, I still think a little bit of cheese would be nice. So we're going to add some mozzarella in there. I'm not sure if I should stick a little bit more sauce or not, but we'll just put a little dollop on top. So if you notice, I'm leaving this about an inch away from the edge so I can close it. These are basically like little pizza pockets. So I'm just going to roll the edge over, just like that, so it stays nice and closed. And so that when it's cooking, hopefully the skin on the edges will puff up a bit. You can roll these however you like. If you want to use a cutter or something like that to make them look perfect, you can. And then I'm going to just make a couple little air holes on the top and put it on my cookie sheet here. And I'm going to do that for all of these. I'm going to do them all the same. My kids are pretty happy about this. Homemade pizza pockets, basically. They're called Strombolis, though. Canned chicken is so convenient. I was trying it as an experiment once, and ever since, it's so good. It makes things so much faster and easier, especially when it's something like this where you don't want to cook like a whole bunch of chicken, but you only need like a little bit. It's perfect for that. A little dollop of sauce. I don't want to make them too big because I don't want them to leak out everywhere. Hopefully these don't puff up too much. They might puff up huge in the oven, and then I'm going to be surprised. But we'll see. Either way, the leftovers will not last long in my house. I did make double the pizza dough, so there's that too. So I'll do this last one here, and then I'll finish the rest of them off camera. And when I come back, I will show you the finished product after they've been baked and cooked. Some bacon. You could fill these with whatever ingredients you like. I just thought chicken bacon Alfredo ones would be delicious. Okay, so I'll finish the rest off camera and I'll show you once they're done. Okay guys, so I finally finished putting them all together. This is what they look like. Some of them are a lot bigger than I expected, and they're still raising. So these ended up a little bigger than I expected, but it's okay. So I'm going to bake these in the oven at 350 for, we're going to start with 20 minutes and we'll see how golden brown they are. Okay guys, so they just came out of the oven. Got some golden brown on them. I didn't want to cook them any longer because they're a little bit crispy on the bottom. Only a couple blew out a little bit, but I think it's going to be good. So that's the finished product. So guys, I hope you enjoyed making strombolis with me. I will cut into one once it's dinner time, and I will put a photo up on the screen here and show you what they look like on the inside. And I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.